Welcome to the Dude Show podcast, starring Patrick and Chris, with updates from our sexy bosom-blessed newsgirl and commentary from producer Lewis. Clothing is optional for this broadcast, so grab yourself a whatever, sit back, and prepare to eat pie like you're on death row, you son of a bitch. And without further ado, let's fire this motherfucker up.
Hey-oh! Nice job, Lewis, with the cheering. Dudes.
Yeah.
So good to be here. The energy in the room is electrifying. I'm very excited.
I think I just got shocked. Oh, no, that spot. Oh.
Hello, everyone. Thank you again for clicking on that little button that says the Dude Show podcast. There are at least
18
of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. McRitchie.
That's a good. I'm good, man. Good to see everybody. Good to be here tonight.
Lewis, producer, how are you?
Hello there.
Christine Ostrander's not here tonight.
Fell ill.
Apparently.
We wish her a quick recovery. We miss her very much.
We miss you. We hope you a quick recovery. So tonight we're gonna do an abbreviated show, something a little different. Okay. There's not gonna be any fucking news. We're gonna roll through the show. Next podcast we'll be back to the normal format, but for now we're gonna try something a little different. In studio, sitting in Ostrander's chair. I'm sure she wouldn't be happy about this. And there he is, Glen Whitman. How are you, Glenn?
I'm great. I didn't
right,
know.
He's upset he used his real name.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. It's Dr. Glen Whitman. Okay,
Yeah.
This man has some credentials.
I'm aware.
Well, he is a published author. Glenn, can I say the book?
Sure.
Okay, it's
Economics of the Undead.
It's a book about zombies and what happens when the zombies take over and how a bunch of people that are economic nerds buy this book, I'm sure, right? Who's buying this thing?
People who like economics, people who like vampires, people who like zombies, people who want to know what's going to happen to the economy when the vampires hit.
All right.
Equestrians.
By the way, I want you to look it up on Amazon, see how much it's going for right now. All right? All right. Nothing against you, though. I never got nothing published. And then also you have written on the TV shows Fringe and what was that other one? Matador. Good for you, dude. You got your shit together, man. Thanks for sitting in. So we're gonna have a fun show.
All right. You say so.
You looking up on Amazon?
That's the number one hit on Google search.
All right, click on it. Let me see how much
Amazon.
does it say? How much is it going for right now?
$33.25.
And how many?
right.
Really?
Is that signed by the author?
Can you confirm, sir, that that is indeed your book?
That is indeed the book.
It is.
Good for you, dude.
Nice.
Man, way to
Excellent.
go. Good for you. All right, anyway, so we're
Could,
gonna,
by the way, sorry to interrupt. You could buy it used for $25.99.
Oh.
that's a little expensive.
Yeah.
A little rich for my blood.
That's good for him. Not a lot of depreciation in that book about economics.
That's probably about the price you get for the Kindle book.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yes, you can get it on Kindle.
Hey.
All right. So anyway, good to be here. As you know, I am in a loving relationship with a young African American beauty. I love saying that. She actually told me the other day. She goes, I noticed you're getting a little more racist, and I don't.
You playing your card, Pat?
Well, what she said, she was accusing me of that. She said, I hear things coming out of your mouth, and don't think you're dating a black girl that you can get away with this stuff. And
And you said, I thought that was exactly what allowed me to get away with
I
it.
thought that was exactly what I said. You should have sat next to my grandfather in 1992 watching a basketball game. Yeah, that's racism right there. Jesus. Anyway. So the other night, Chris, you're not going to make fun of me going, this podcast always starts with a problem?
No. I'm just going to let you. I want to hear the problem du jour.
Well, all right. Me and the old lady were watching American Idol. That's a problem right
That's
there.
problem number one, that you were watching American Idol.
By the way, have you seen...
No.
All right, let me hold on.
no.
I'm going to digress for a second. American Idol. This show is so lame now. Have you tuned in?
No.
You just click
9
by
years.
it now.
I don't have to work those records. I don't.
But there was a year, Chris, where I'm sure you watched. Were you ever engaged in this
No,
thing?
I was never engaged. I was engaged that I knew who won and I knew who I'd have to be working.
All right, here's
So,
my problem with it now. There's 18 shows singing contests, and a lot of
Yes.
these kids are pretty good. Mm-hmm. They're pretty good. So, and they're all singing with, like a lot of, what looks
Verve.
like a lot of verve, a lot of emotion.
And that.
Yeah, that
That's them singing.
that was the auditions. So
Lion
it's-
King tryouts.
It's like it's American Lion King. So, but what I've learned is a lot of people can sing. So now that a lot of people can sing, there's nothing special about it anymore.
No.
And now there's a 14-year-old sitting up there with his eyes closed, and you see him like as he's hitting a note, his face is crunching up like Ray Charles, like the pain. It's like, kid, you're now doing an imitation of what you've watched.
Yes.
You're not feeling that pain. That you're not high on heroin.
No.
Like you haven't gone out on your lady. Okay.
Right.
You haven't been shot by a bartender. All right. It's like now you're doing an imitation, and when I watch it, it sickens me. It's so fucking lame. What do you think, Whitman?
I think you should be on American Idol and sing about that experience.
Oh, please. All right. Yeah.
I think you might hear a song like this.
What song is this?
A bunch of garbage.
Oh yeah.
Next up on American Idol.
No. But McRitchie, a lot of the audience doesn't know. McRitchie, he has a job where he's got to I didn't say the name of the company.
Okay, just
where
making sure.
He goes out.
You're fast and loose.
I'm fast and loose, but he works for a company where he's got to hype this bullshit up. Like, who's that guy with the gray hair that won a couple years ago?
Taylor
Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks, man. Have you
Yeah.
heard that? Have you heard that new track by Taylor Hicks?
Not
guy
recently.
with a goddamn
Yeah.
harmonica. Wow, blows my fucking mind.
He gave all the old musicians hope, or the old singers. They're like, if that guy can get a deal, like anybody can get a deal. It was
Exactly.
open season.
But
You're
he-
talking about one of the American Idol winners who actually got signed after that and actually wrote some songs and got some attention, as opposed to the many who never got anything.
I couldn't name. I could walk on the street and I'd walk by the last.
all the
5
winners,
people
all the
that-
winners get something.
Do they?
The,
What do they
the
get?
winner and the runner-up get a record deal. It
but it
doesn't
doesn't
always.
necessarily mean a thing, right?
Well, no, it comes out. I mean,
Yeah.
it means
happens.
it
Hey.
means whatever happens.
Patrick, I'll give you a record deal right now if you want.
You'll sign me?
Yeah, I'll sign you right now. We'll do it on
Signed to
this
Dr.
system.
Hyde Records.
Dr. Hyde Records.
There you
Exactly.
go.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Oh,
this
breaking news.
Is this what it's gonna sound like?
Coming up next, Patrick Hickey, American Idol.
All right. So
With
anyway,
his new single, That Bitch.
that bitch. So I'm watching this show, but now the one thing I do like about American Idol is they got some young ladies on there that are
Oh, yeah?
pretty cute. I'm
Really
not gonna
nice.
lie. So my old lady and I, we're watching this. We're flipping by it. We're eating dinner, so that's we put on it as background. I guess we call it background music now, or background content.
Which means she talks over everything.
Well, she goes. She looks at the brunette. There's this cute brunette on there right now. She's not that good of a singer, but she goes, "Oh, that's your type."
Oh,
I don't take the fucking bait. You know what I do? I said, "There's only one type, and that's you, sweetie pies."
good answer.
That was taking the bait.
To which she responded, "Well, then how come we only had sex once this week?" Oh. Now those are fighting words. She set me up. She put me on that little
did.
plastic ball and the T-ball
yeah,
thing,
she put
and then
you on
she
a tee.
whacked it with that goddamn plastic bat.
You know why she whacked it? 'Cause
Hit
you've
that-
been whacking it too much. That's why.
Now, Chris, this has been a continuous, contentious.
It's a running theme.
uh,
It's a running theme.
now, but I explained to her that I cut down my habit to 2 times a week, and that this is a gift. My penis is a gift to her.
I like where this is going.
Who's there?
She has exclusive rights to my gift. All right, so no. Here's my mistake, though. Okay, I tried to be real. And Glenn, this is why I invited you tonight. You obviously have the credentials. You've written a book that's you can buy it on Amazon, but you also know about evolution and why people do what they do. Don't answer. I'm going to bring you in on this in a second. Let me explain this. So as I'm sitting there, she busts my balls about only banging her once that week.
Right.
I decide I'm going to keep it fucking real. I said, my chick's cool.
First
So-
mistake.
So do you guys ever have that moment where something's going to come out of your mouth? You know it's going to not go over well.
Right.
You can't stop yourself. The train has already left the station.
Well, you get to the point where you don't care. I mean, you can always stop it.
As this was coming out of my mouth, I knew it wasn't going to go well. I brought up the cereal analogy. Chris, have you ever heard the cereal
No,
analogy?
please enlighten me.
Okay. What I told her was, I said, baby, we have sex once a week. I love you. I am so attracted to you. You are my angel. I love your pussy. I love fucking you. I love blowing massive loads on you.
Right.
But men need variety. And I need variety. But I don't go there because I care about you. I love you. And this is where I go down that road where I know it's not going to go over.
Yeah.
I said, sweetie pie, you are, think of cereal. You are TRIX.
Wow, you went with tricks first.
I love eating TRIX.
Should have been Cheerios.
Hold on. I love taking the biggest bowl. I like a bowl that you put spaghetti in for a family dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Putting a bunch of TRIX cereal in there with that big oversized spoon, maybe the big spoon. What do you call that? A big spoon.
The ladle.
Yeah.
The ladle. A fucking half the box of fucking TRIX with that bunny on the front. And then I eat away. And then I have diarrhea later, but I dive in. But occasionally I get bored of TRIX.
Yeah.
Then I like to hit the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh, I like that one.
Count Chocula.
Yeah.
Then Cherie later said, why wasn't I Count Chocula?
Chocolate,
Yeah.
right.
Cocoa
Puffs.
Pebbles.
Cocoa Puffs. I don't like some of the healthier brands. Like, what's that, the healthy brand?
You don't want the grape nuts.
No, those are gross. I don't
No,
even know what those are.
nobody fantasizes about the grape nuts.
Honey, men don't like to eat the same cereal every day. By the way, Captain Crunch peanut butter style. So I eat your
Tricks.
TRIX.
Watch yourself.
And you should be happy that that's all I'm eating. But I need you to know that I like other cereals. And so when we have sex once a week, it's because I'm a little tired.
I'm gifting you.
It's a gift. Yeah, that's right. Now, as I'm saying this, she's staring me in the eye.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of you are surprised by the fact that
Did you explain that you're only pretending in your mind to eat those other cereals?
I didn't tell her that when I do have her bent over backwards and I'm hitting it from behind, that I am actually thinking of another girl. No, I did not bring that up. No. Is that what you were asking?
Good idea.
No, well, that too. But
Now,
I just meant the rest of the week. You know, when you're having your fake breakfasts.
so one thing that ruins me.
I'm sorry, Pat. I have to just step back for 1 second. If I can recap for 1 second. Your girlfriend asked you why you only had sex once in a week, and you said, because I want other cereal.
No, it's because it's a thing that gets brought up every week now. She'll say things like, we had sex. Are we going to have sex this weekend? And I said, of course we are. She goes, well, we probably won't because we had sex yesterday. She's busting my balls, trying to emasculate me. So I needed to let her know, put her on point, and say, hey, I'm always wanting to fuck. It just ain't always you. Get it?
I think she definitely needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Well-
I had that.
Well, all right. No,
I can still see like the corduroy marks on your face from the couch.
Look. This is what fucking me up is those pussies out there, and we all know them. And I don't think anybody's sitting at this table, one of them. But that motherfucker, where you're sitting at the dinner party, you're out at the bar talking, the couple that's been together for a few years, and then you have to hear the dude go, "We have sex like 3 times a day." I'm like, what, on every other Easter?
Who says that?
No, I meant dudes that go, we can't stop fucking. I mean, we see each other at night. We're watching TV and I'm like, why aren't we fucking right now? I'm like, hey, dude, can you not say that in front of my chick?
Ruining it for everyone.
Yeah, hey, dude. Now, Glenn, this is where I would like to bring you in. Please explain to me why I can't just be excited. I have a hot chick. She's amazing looking. I love to tap that ass, right? I love to smash it. Why do I not get that excited a lot?
Well, I think it's pretty simple. It's that your caveman brain, meaning the brain that evolved, that brain thinks that you've already knocked up that girl maybe 2 or 3 times already.
Oh, dude, I've loaded tons of babies in her.
Exactly. So your brain thinks
If
that
her
you've already
mouth could
taken
have
care of it.
babies, There'd be 10 million babies.
Exactly. So the point is that your primitive brain is trying to maximize your number of offspring in the next generation, and not just the number of offspring, but the diversity of offspring. You're diversifying your portfolio, right? If you were a finance guy and you were building a portfolio of stocks, would you put it all in one company? What if that company is Enron, right?
Glenn,
So
I think what you're
you want to
saying-
go as broad as possible. So
I think
you
what
gotta
you're
build
saying
that
is,
portfolio.
I want to spread my seed. And my natural
spread it.
order is that I should be going out to bars, finding the cutest, low self-esteem 18-year-olds that I can that got in there because the bartender let them in there. Bring them home.
Remember, this is on tape.
They're of age, Chris. Okay. Have sex with them. Put my seed in them. And then
and
have
send
the
them out
baby.
into the world to raise your progeny, like Genghis Khan.
Wait, what's wrong with that, Lou? Dude, a bunch of little hickeys running around. The world would be a better goddamn
Oh,
place.
man.
Have you seen me drive?
Hide your kids. Hide your girlfriends.
So you guys didn't like the finance analogy, so let me go with the gambling analogy.
All right, fair enough.
If you're playing roulette, are you going to put?
He loves the craps.
I do.
Are you going to put all of? Well, maybe I should go with craps instead of roulette. I was going to go with roulette.
Do
But are you-
roulette, man.
Roulette. Are you going to put all of your chips on just one number, or instead are you going to spread them around the table, hoping that at least one of them hits?
I would love to blow a load on a Vegas. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so what do you? So Glenn, what you're saying is, we are as men are all programmed, unless we're gay, to blow massive loads in chicks and have a bunch of kids running around, and then we are done. That's our only purpose on this planet is to shit out a bunch of kids.
I think that's basically correct.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm done trying to be creative. Or I'm done with this podcast right now. I'm going to go out and start
You're
crapping
gonna
on
go out
kids.
and-
on my own purpose.
No. The thing is that evolution doesn't have to rule us, and we have ways around it, such as pornography.
Help me, man.
And pornography, condoms, all of this is a way of making it so it's possible for us not to have the dozens of children that our brains want us to have. So we fool our brains into thinking we're having dozens of children by dozens of different women.
Chris, weigh in.
What do you want?
Well, what do you think? You don't have any kids. I don't have any kids. Every person
I don't have
know
any
doesn't
kids.
have any kids.
I mean, obviously, when you're with somebody for a long time, when you initially get together with somebody, it's the
Hot.
it's the lust,
I
and
can't
eventually,
wait.
trust me, I went to marriage counseling. Eventually, no matter what relationship you're in, that initial lust is going to die down, and you need to work at it. Even if you don't want to have sex, you need to have sex because once you're parking your car in the garage, you're gonna have a good time. But you need to buck up. You need to buck up and put it in.
Put it in.
Just put it in. You might be tired. You might be, but when little Patrick is saluting, just put him in the garage.
Chris,
Let me say, at the very beginning, this lust
congratulations,
period,
Chris. You did a great job.
this lust period that he's talking about has a purpose, right? It's the 2 weeks or 1 month of crazy sex, right?
For me, it's 2 times. I'm done with them. Seriously, I am. Especially if she's a talker. I don't want to listen to that. Jesus Christ.
But I think we're all familiar with that early stage of the relationship where you're having sex every time you get a chance. And there's a purpose for that as well. Evolution has built in this desire to make sure, once you found a new girl, to make sure she's knocked up.
Oh, I love the new girl.
And so you go,
Love the new girl.
after bang her 15 times, and coming out of that, your brain, on some level, believes, okay, we're done here. We took care of that. We bought that stock. We placed that bet, and now we can move on.
Glenn, by the way, how about some applause for that?
That's the chemistry in this room.
Jesus
and cut it with
Christ.
a knife.
Well done, sir. Yeah, I agree with that. Look, there's times like where when I was single, I would be, I'd be very attracted to a lady. I wanted to hear everything that she had to say. I mean, she could be talking about.
As long as she said it with her vagina.
Well, I'd be like, "Wow, you're a receptionist."
Yes.
That's-
Tell me more about your vagina.
Tell me more about receiving.
Yes.
Wow, and you had a friend
Who
that broke
also
up with
has
her
a vagina.
boyfriend? I'm
Yeah.
totally into this
Yeah.
story. And then we'd get back, we'd get naked. It was crazy. I was into it. I was excited.
There was
Now,
choking.
There was a few. Chris, I had one of these broads show up here one night. not here.
No,
Not here. Not in the studio. That wanted me to choke her with my cack. And I said, I don't feel comfortable with that.
until you were doing it.
Of course I had to. I couldn't just not do it. She would have,
This
thought
is
less
way
of me.
this is way before PG.
Of course.
PG meaning Patrick's girlfriend.
Of course.
Way PG.
By the way, Chris,
Yes.
the old lady, she ain't here producing the show tonight, sitting behind us. But
Oh no, she's here in spirit. I feel her eyes.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Would I say what I'm saying right
would-
now?
yeah,
even if
you
she
would
was
say
here?
exactly what you're
I don't
saying.
give a
Absolutely.
fuck. I tell her this all the time. Whitman, you are a very smart man.
So can I give you advice?
Please.
The advice is role playing.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Wait.
Changing it up.
Are you effing out of your mind? Her putting some boots on is going to change what I think?
Wait, with you? With your preferences about shoes, I think so.
I told her to wear heels. She's... no. Please, no.
Prenup.
Oh, please. Please.
Prenup.
You're talking about... this is what you just said. You go, hey, you know what? Even if you don't want to do it,
yeah.
do it. Yeah. Where else does that advice apply? Hey, you don't like chocolate ice cream anymore? You're going to go to the ice cream store every week and buy yourself some. You'll eventually like it. That's some splendid advice. Fucking please.
You're digging your own grave, Patrick. You're digging your own grave.
I don't give a fuck. All right, so thanks for the advice. All right, so let's move on. Well done by all. Lewis, what you want to weigh in? How's your life?
I got nothing.
Of course, you're
I got nothing.
All right, look, let's do Ask Patty.
Ooh,
Let's
I
do
love
Ask-
the Ask Patty
I love
segment.
Ask Patty. Are you
Me
ready?
too.
Is anyone ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, I think we're ready.
Dear Patty, recently my father has begun to watch films with graphic sexual scenes when he gets home from work. When I ask him to please turn it off and watch it on his own time when my 3 younger siblings are around, he tells me that because he pays the bills, he has the right to do what he wants. Patty, not only are these graphic novels make me feel uncomfortable, but I'm worried about my siblings. I'm beginning to ask questions. Uncomfortable in Utah. All right. Look here. I don't care how old you are. Do you want to be on a train, hitchhiking with 3 younger brothers and sisters, heading that way down the train track? Why don't you get your own place? A man's home is his castle, okay? And a castle means if a man wants to put on his goddamn computer screen, interracial cream pie, best of 5, that's his goddamn prerogative. And he should get to watch it, all right? And it's not you to judge or be writing into me complaining about this bullshit. You want a place, hawk up some rent, maybe do some prostitution on the side to gather a little, some money to put it together. I don't know. But look, deal with it. A lot of us have hard times. A lot of us try and find a way.
Maybe he doesn't have his learner's permit and he can't drive away from his terrible
Look,
home
$9
life.
at Taco Bell right now.
Yeah.
All right? Go get your own place. Bring the kids there if you need to. But that man deserves to watch porn on his own time. All right? So good luck.
I don't know if that helped anybody.
What are you talking
Especially
about?
you, but go on.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't think that helped anybody.
What are you going to complain about your dad watching porn?
Yeah.
If you notice here, she didn't mention that there was a mother in
It's
the
a
picture.
she? It was a she?
I think only a she would write into
I
Dear
don't
Patty.
know. Hello?
Hello.
That's the next caller.
All right, no, but check it out. My grandfather used to beat off, and that was before porn.
What? In front of you?
Well, as we'd walk by, he was in his special room. We thought he was watching golf. He had put himself back in the recliner, and he was beating off. It was fine.
Oh, Jesus.
I turned out great, didn't I, Chris?
It explains so much. It explains so much.
Chris, should a man
Patrick.
be able to beat off in his own home?
Yeah, with the door closed. So, what happens behind closed doors stays behind closed
This
doors.
person writing in didn't say that it was
You're
happening.
right.
I'm with Patrick. You should be able to beat off right there in the kitchen sink.
Glenn,
Oh.
you have a newborn, Glenn. You beating off? Where you beating off? You ever beat off in the same room as the newborn?
Never.
All right.
See?
All right.
Never.
It's all fun and games till it comes home. Hello.
All right.
Hello, dear Patty.
keep moving the show along. Oh no, we're done the segment. I only had one Dear Patty. One person
There was
wrote
only
in.
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well, I think that one was enough.
All right, let's play our
No
new game.
one's home.
Hey, now hold on, because we had some technical difficulties. We don't have the game song. You ready to go for it, Glenn?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Glenn and McRitchie and Lewis, you guys go. New game's called How Weird Is That? Here you go.
How weird is that?
Oh,
How weird is that?
some guy eating boogers on the street.
How weird is that?
That's
guy-
weird.
Some guy
How
riding a
weird is
bicycle
that?
with
Weird.
How weird is that?
bicycle.
Weird.
With no seat. That's weird.
How weird is that?
All right.
Oh, you
Here we go.
guys.
Jeez.
You guys are
Shit
you guys
is
are all white.
weird.
Besides Lewis, you're all white.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. Look at you, Lou Dog on top of it, man. All my ball busting has brought him up into the.
His cues are tight.
Look, if this was on Yelp, you'd have 5 stars, dude. All right, so here's the game. Whitman, you want to play?
Sure.
All right, get on the microphone. Jesus Christ, you've done
All
enough.
right.
Didn't you go on? What was that podcast that's popular?
Freakonomics.
There you go, dude. All right.
Hello
The game
there.
is this. It's called How Weird Is That? There's going to be 2 scenarios that I am going to present to the people here.
Yes.
There is a right and a wrong answer. All right? So the audience likes to hear you work through your process of why you think something is more weirder than the other thing. Okay? McRitchie,
Sure.
since you are the
Reigning
govern-
champion.
reigning champion, and this pretty much the you hold court here. Let's start with you. Sir.
Okay.
All right, here's your 2 scenarios. Play
Please.
some music, Lewis.
Trying, sorry.
How weird is that? All right, what's weirder, Chris?
Okay.
A black guy listening to Eminem in his Range Rover as your
Okay.
okay. Eminem.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar.
Or a woman breastfeeding at a mall. What's weirder, Chris?
Well, that's kind of well, a woman breastfeeding in a mall is a natural act. So there's really nothing weird about that, except some people get creeped out by seeing boobs in public and the natural act of feeding one's child. Some people are offended. I'm not offended.
I'm
by
not
that.
offended.
I'm
I
not
love
offended
seeing
by
it.
that. Yeah. Who doesn't? I think in that scenario, the African American gentleman in his Range Rover listening to Eminem is a little weirder. Because, well, see, like Eminem kind of has like a Beastie Boys hip hop pass. That like it's Eminem and the Beastie Boys that get the pass that it's cool to listen to in hip hop.
Hey, ladies.
So,
Well,
but I
look,
mean, I think of those 2, that's the stranger. I mean, I don't know why say if this happened yesterday, he wouldn't be listening to Eminem unless he like worked for like Interscope or
well, if
Aftermath or
this
something.
could
like
have happened yesterday.
I believe it. I believe it probably did. If you're bringing it up, because you.
I don't write
You
this stuff. We have a team here.
You kick the real life. So I will say it's the gentleman in the Range Rover listening to the white guy rap.
All right. Well, let's put that down for Chris. That's weirder.
It wasn't
All right.
funny. I was just keeping it real.
No. That's what we want here. Whitman, what's weirder?
Wait, I don't get to disagree with him.
No, you get to, of course.
You
Alright.
get to stake your claim.
I definitely want to disagree with that. First of all, Eminem collaborates with so many African American artists, that
But
it's
they're
hard
being paid by each other, though.
but it's
Whitman.
hard to listen to any of it without eventually Eminem at some point making an appearance in one of those songs. It's all very collaborative. Furthermore, even though it's
We can't afford Eminem music here.
Nope.
even though it is perfectly natural to breastfeed, nevertheless, a lot of women find it embarrassing and awkward to do it in public, even if they shouldn't. And as a result, it ends up being a pretty unusual thing to see. When was the last time you saw it?
Don't know. But Whitman, how about a chick whipping out her tit and letting a toddler suck off it in front of a black and white market? What do you would say you?
Black and white market.
I don't even know what that is.
It's at the mall.
That's a place where they sell them black and white cookies.
Right. So I'm saying that I think that is weirder because I've never seen it, and I actually have seen African American people listening to Eminem.
All right. Well, Glenn, you guys have divided the world.
We have.
All right. Well, I will say there is a right and wrong answer here, and here it is. Glenn, you are wrong.
What?
I didn't see that coming. Oh man,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Glenn.
man,
I'm sorry.
con job over here.
1 for Chris.
All right.
None for Whitman. All right, here we go. Number 2. You ready?
The deuce.
Here you go, Glenn. Ready to rock. Guy driving a Bentley buying a lottery ticket at 7-Eleven. Or 230-pound chick teaching aerobic dance classes. All right, so you got a fat broad who's got the gumption to say, hey, show up to my place. I'm going to teach all you skinny broads in L.A. how to dance and lose weight. Or some rich dude who's hedging his bets at 7-Eleven, waiting in line with those hot dogs, rolling around on those, whatever, that conveyor belt, waiting in line, buying some smokes and some lottery tickets. What's weirder?
Jerky.
This is a tough one, but I'm going to say that the rich guy buying the lottery tickets is weirder because it is just a fact that most lottery ticket sales are to lower class people. And meanwhile, the yoga instructor, while you expect them to be fit, we also all know that every single PE instructor when we were in high school was super fat. And the reason is because once you got that job and you start to get settled in it, after a while, you start not to care anymore. You don't keep up. And you can just let it go after a while.
The man speaking the truth. I remember I used to see every NFL coach used to have a beer belly with that board, all the plans, all the play game, it tucked in there. Nowadays, it's all changed. They're all skinny. Some of them are even good looking.
3-piece suits.
You got it, buddy. All right, so
How
Glenn,
good looking?
I think
What
that
are
was
you
well
saying?
thought out, but I'm not the judge and jury here. Chris, what say you? We got a fat chick teaching dance aerobic classes, and then we have some dude that driving a Bentley going down to the lower level in there with some tube socks and some flip-flops buying a lottery ticket.
Well,
What's weirder?
I'm gonna say the rich guy in the Bentley buying a lottery ticket isn't that weird because he's already had some good luck in life. So if he's in 7-Eleven picking up some Pinot Grigio on his way home from work or whatever, he's like, if he gets something strikes his fancy, he's like, maybe I'll buy a lottery ticket. Maybe, I can't get any unluckier. I can just get luckier. Like life's been good, so I'm gonna buy that lottery ticket. However, the overweight person teaching, what was she teaching? Aerobic spin class or whatever. You know what they say? Those who can't do teach.
Large and in
So,
charge.
I think that's weirder because honestly that always puzzles me that somebody that teaches something about fitness isn't actually in shape. I always find that to be ironic and fucked up. Like if I went to spin class and I had a fat teacher, I'd walk out. Your product doesn't work. I'd be out the fucking door. Well, you're selling a lie. It doesn't work for you. I'm out.
Well, Chris, I think you're onto something. I mean, I can't tell you how many real estate agents I've talked to that might say, "Where do you live?" And they, I got an apartment down in NoHo,
Sherman Oaks.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you're doing well. All right. Well, once again, you guys are divided. Yes,
We are. Yeah.
All right. So, I am going to say the winner is the guy buying the lottery ticket. Well done there, Whitman.
Thank you.
Okay. But the game goes on.
It does go on. Much like the beat, it goes on.
All right, here we go. One more. Chris, it's your turn, dude.
All right.
All right, what's weirder? A stripper with a tattoo of Jesus Christ on her backside. Right above her butt crack.
Right above the crack.
And you've seen this, I'm pretty sure. You're already, come on. You've been. Geez, come on.
I've seen some things. I've never seen that particular tattoo.
Or an African American dude with a swastika on his inner wrist. Now I've seen this.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
Very disturbing. What's weirder, Chris? A stripper with Jesus Christ, both conflicting. You get the theme here. They're conflicting kind of images on the body.
Walking contradictions.
Yes.
Yes.
Stripper.
I would say the African American gentleman with the swastika tattooed on his wrist is the weirder of the two, because strippers, they get on the pole and they get on some sort of methy-like substance, and then they clean it up for a while and they find Jesus, and then that particular stripper in a moment of clarity, she might have gone out and gotten a tattoo and devoted her life to Jesus, and then the method came and calling again. The club came and calling, and then she's back in there, and you can't take that tattoo.
Now, Chris, sidebar.
Please.
I went to AA.
I know.
for
I
a
remember
period
when
of
you
time. I'm drinking
did
again.
that. Yeah.
Didn't work out. Nice people, but I used to some of the hotter girls that used to come into those AA meetings would start off by, shit used to get crazy.
Yeah.
There was a time where I got on a table. I lifted my skirt up, pulled my panties down. There were, I don't know, there was an audience, probably 5 guys there.
House of Cards.
I never want that to happen again. I never want to be in that life again.
Yeah. Hence the tattoo.
So glad to be here surrounded by 60-year-olds drinking coffee. And that cute guy over there in the corner.
Yeah. Well, I'm
who's
going to
eyeing
talk
me
to you
up.
outside at the break.
I got it. The point is the chick would talk about this story of like, I'd be like, God, I wish I was there that night. Oh my God. You took off your panties in front of like 5 guys.
Did anybody film it on their phone? Do you have footage of that evening?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So the point is, she later went back to probably partying.
Yes.
But she had
Fell off the wagon.
That moment of lapse of, let me find God.
Yeah.
All right, so great answer.
Thank
All right,
you.
Whitman, I know you're going to weigh in on this. What say you?
Well, see, here's the problem. If I agree with McRitchie, then I guarantee a draw. Or I can disagree
How
with
do you
him.
know this game goes down to 3, dude?
I thought you said one more.
I have endless.
Oh, endless. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to go with what I actually think, which is I'm going to agree with McRitchie. It's definitely stranger. I'm going to add on, in addition to all the factors that
Stay on
McRitchie
mic,
said about
kid.
this, about the stripper, she might also be interested in creating a Jesus snowman, and so I'm going to say for that reason, that's definitely the more normal scenario. The other one is weirder.
You're both right.
Yeah.
You won. Well, I mean, Glenn won.
I don't know how that's possible, but okay.
Because he had
1-1.
He got everything single one. He won every 3. He won them all.
That's not true. I won the first one. What are you, fucking
Oh
high?
yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, so he won because you both agreed. Wait a minute.
I answered first. He tagged on to
We're
my
tied.
answer. That makes me the winner.
Dude,
We're
I'm
one-
drinking, man.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
1-1.
aware. You're triple fisting.
We're 1-1.
All right. Well, that's how we're gonna end the goddamn game. We gotta
All
move
right.
on, man.
We'll agree to agree.
All right.
Look at Captain.
What do you want out of me?
A lot. More. I expect
Better
more.
scoring.
All right. Well, look, Whitman. By the way,
It's time for the Dude Show.
Oh, look
News
out.
Show. Prepare to be informed because our news girl is down
For almost anything. Let's hand it over to Christine.
all right. She's not here.
There's no news tonight.
There's no news tonight.
She's sick. Oh, we have an update coming in.
Breaking news. Christine Ostrander's sick.
All right. I announced that at the goddamn.
Miss you,
beginning.
Ostrander.
That's not news. It's olds.
All right. How much time we got here?
Well, I don't know. What do you got?
All right. Look, let's talk as boys for a second.
No.
Why not?
His boys or his men?
Yes. Let's talk as men. We've talked as boys this whole time.
All right, Whitman, look at your phone.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Come on, look at your phone. Read what your wife said.
Nothing. That's even worse.
Nothing new.
Nothing
Nothing new. I'm in trouble now.
Glenn,
Go on.
go on.
No,
Go
no.
on.
I'm just making sound effects. Dude. I have nothing to add to that.
There's no news.
I don't want to pile on to Glenn's.
All right, so why don't we do this?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just end the show now.
Okay.
And peeps, look, there's no goddamn news. We're not going to do it. We're going to go hit a bar. Whitman here, he's got a wife and kids he's ignoring right now. We're going to go hit a bar.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this abbreviated show, okay? We love that you're listening. Bigger things coming this year. We appreciate it. Thank you, Producer Lewis. Thank you, Chris McRitchie. Whitman, always bringing your goddamn evolutionary A game.
A pleasure.
Hey, dude, how long am I going to live?
You?
Yeah.
You personally? I give you 12 days.
Wow.
I hope for a little more. See you next podcast, kids. We love you.
Grown ups, in between, churning babies. Right about now, it's your boy, you heard, back again. DJ Manny.